Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me know if you're here. We still have a few moments. Boy, it is bright and sunny today. I can barely see. On these bright sunny days, it's hard for me. But we're going to trudge on through that. Really hard for me to see the laptop this morning. Please let me know if you're here. Let's see, what time is it? It's just 10 o'clock. Put my calla lilies from my daughter to the side there so that you can enjoy them during practice today. Don't really need any props today. We'll just be using our bodies and our breath, our fierce, awesome breath, our Darth Vader breath. It's Star Wars Day. It is Star Wars Day, May the 4th. And for those of you who haven't heard, we've worked this into Star Wars jargon. May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. May the Force be with you. And today is also another special day for me. It's my sister Joan's birthday. Joan. She lives on the West Coast. So she's, I think, going to join us in just a moment. It's bright and early for her, and she's hoping to knock on and have this special practice today. It's dedicated to her, dedicated to Star Wars. May the Force be with you. And I'll share a little memory with you. I was a teenager when Star Wars first came out. And I really didn't give it much notice because I'm not a big sci-fi fan. And my older sister, Joan, just a wee bit older than I, 18 months, she's like, Joan, we got to go to this movie. We got to go to this. Ooh, knocked it over. Hey, Paul. I ran over in my excitement, knocked over my iPad. Good morning. I thought you might be Joan. Good morning, Paul. I'm telling a little story about when Star Wars first came out. I really didn't give it much notice. I wasn't a sci-fi fan, and my sister Joan was like, we got to go see this movie. And Joan, I love Joan so much. We get along so well, and we're really different in a lot of things. She was a kind of a geek in high school, listening to opera music. She's an opera singer. She was listening to a lot of classical music. And I was listening to Mick Jagger and Taj Mahal and Joni Mitchell and stuff like that. And so we didn't really have a lot of common tastes, but we had a lot of other things in common. And I'm like, I don't know, Joan. I don't know if I want to go see this movie with you. So she dragged me to it, and I loved it. And we just had so much fun. So every time I think of Star Wars, I think of Joni. And past couple of years, just turns out that May the 4th has become a big day for Star Wars fans. And it's very fitting for Joni to have her birthday on this day. My daughter Zoe is very, very jealous about her birthday. Anyway, so enough about the personal story there. I want to work in some of our Star Wars themes in our practice today. May the Force be with you. And if you really think about it, the Force is confidence, courage, breath, and the ability to steer people in the right direction. And what better way to celebrate that through our warriors and our ujjayi breath, which is sometimes called Star Wars breath or Darth Vader breath. And for those of you who might not know this breath, you breathe in and out through the nose, but you keep the mouth closed, but you narrow the passageway in the throat so that you kind of have to force the breath down into your body. And so you can hear it, and it takes a little bit longer to go in and out, and you do this on the inhale and the exhale, and it's very powerful. And if you have glasses or you've ever fogged up a mirror, it's like that, only your mouth is closed. So that is ujjayi breath, sometimes called Star Wars or Darth Vader breath. And it's a very powerful breath. It brings lots of energy, but it can also, it definitely brings energy and focus so that whatever you're doing, whether it be something really strong like vinyasa, where you need a lot of strength, physical strength, or you can use it for the more quiet moments on your mat. I've even used ujjayi in a restorative pose just to kind of get me going and get the body ready, and then I'll ease off of that ujjayi breath. So today we'll use our ujjayi breath to find energy, and we'll start with I think we'll do all warriors. It's probably about all we have time for. So when you're ready, come into your mountain position and start your mountain from the feet up. Really ground and root those feet. Find the three corners of your feet and evenly root into them, and draw that energy up the skeleton, up the legs, up through the torso, all the way up through the crown of the head, reaching for the ceiling. Find that strength, but that lightness and that ease that Obi-Wan is so famous for. He was a cool cucumber, but very strong. Can you find that in your mountain? Muscles are strong, but the joints are soft. And as you're ready, let's take about 20 ujjayi breaths. So as you're ready, start your ujjayi breathing, inhaling in and out through the nose, constricting the passageway of the throat so you can hear it. Notice what happens in your stillness. Does it make your mountain a little taller, a little stronger, yet a little lighter at the same time? Are you feeling more grounded and rooted, more courageous? And keep the eyes open or closed. Do a couple more. And then bring your breath back to normal. And has anything in your mountain changed? Anything in your attitude? your thoughts, and the energy within your body. Now let's explore our warriors while we employ that ujjayi breath. So I'm going to step forward a little bit more to give myself enough room. Let's start with a warrior one. Step your right foot back and root both feet. Ground those feet before you do anything else. Belly drawn in, heart lifted. Lengthen the lower back to give your torso lots of space. And then bring the knee or bend the knee. And once again, solidify and stabilize. And then lift up. And let's take 3 ujjayi breaths here. And you can come out of it. Take your time. Do a little bit of wriggling if you like. Revisit your mountain. Step your left foot back. Root both feet. Ground them. Strengthen your legs. Strengthen your torso. Lift your heart. When you're ready, bend that front knee. And when you're ready, lift the arms up and take 3 ujjayi breaths here. And then we can come out of it. Take your time. Reconnect with your mountain. So we're just finding our first warrior one. And we'll do a couple more on each side, and we'll start to explore them a little bit. So as you're ready, build your warrior one on the right. And start with those strong feet and strong legs, hooking up with a strong torso. Bend the knee as you're ready. And lift up as you're ready. And you can use that ujjayi breath to build your mountain or your warrior one, or you can employ it once you get there. You decide. And then let's do some movement. Let's do some cactus arms and then go back up. So we'll go back and forth and we'll use our ujjayi breath to help us. Let's do a few more and pay attention. Is your attention to detail getting a little bit more refined? Are you rooting the feet and strengthening the legs a little bit more and strengthening your torso? Are you finding a little bit more foundation and courage? And you can always come out of this early if you like. We'll all come out of it. And take a couple of breaths in the middle. Do what you need. Reconnect with your mountain. I'm going to build my warrior one with my ujjayi breath this time. So I'm going to start to engage it. Remember, you can always stop early if you want, but maybe that ujjayi breath, that Darth Vader breath, can keep you going a little bit longer. and stronger. And then you can use it to come out of it. Take a couple of breaths, normal breaths. Notice how you feel. And then we'll do another warrior one with a little bit different kind of movement. We'll do some sunrises and sunsets. So sunrises, we bring the hands in the front and cross them down on the bottom and lift up and expand out, just like a sun rising. So that's a sunrise, and a sunset is the opposite. And you'll feel that expansion, but the energy goes down into the earth. Sunset, very different kind of feeling. And you don't have to do those. You can go back and forth between cactus arms and regular arms if you want, or you can keep it still and static, whatever you want to do. So reconnect with your mountain. Reconnect with that ujjayi breath. Step back when you're ready. Build your warrior one. And then when you're ready, we'll do some sunrises. Switch into sunsets when you're ready. Add the ujjayi breath when you can. Or keep it going. We'll finish up. Reconnect with your mountain and your ujjayi breath here. Build your warrior one as you're ready. Start your sunrises as you're ready. And if you like, use that ujjayi breath to find a little bit more energy and power and focus and attention to detail. Because we don't want to forget about those grounded, rooted feet, right? And then we can switch it to sunsets. Nor do we want to forget about our alignment. Body is facing forward. Front knee is safe. Legs are strong, but you've got that coolness in your lift. Breezing through this. And we'll start to come out of it. Rebuild your mountain. Apply your ujjayi breath if you've backed off of it. Just a few. And go up the line of your mountain. Pay attention. Maintaining the structure and maintaining stability, but that sense of lightness and ease. Your Obi-Wan self. And we have enough time to explore some warrior twos. So turn your mat so that you're facing the long side. And then as you're ready, you can step out to wide feet. And then we'll go to the right first. So turn your right foot toes out, your left toes in, hands on the hips, and start your ujjayi breath here. Find that lift in your torso and that expansion in your torso with that ujjayi breath. Yet that rootedness as well. And then as you're ready, you can bend that front knee. You lift up those arms as you're ready and look to the right fingertips. Take 3 breaths here. Paying attention. Rooting and grounding. But lifting. And then as you're ready, we'll make our way to the other side. Spend what time you need to in the middle. Perhaps start to engage your ujjayi breath as you make your way into your warrior two on this side. And building that space and expansion in your torso and those strong legs to keep you stable and secure and courageous. And our warriors are not, they're fierce, but they're peaceful warriors. They are not out for blood. They're out for breath and stamina. Take your time coming back to the center. Do what you need to in the middle. If you need a little bit of loosey-goosey and some movement or rearranging your feet, do so. And then we'll build our warrior two on the other side, the right side. And when you know you've got a good warrior two, let's turn our head back to the center. And let's do some sunrises in our warrior two. And add your ujjayi breath if you haven't already. Switch it to your sunsets as you're ready, keeping that ujjayi breath going. And if you prefer, you could always turn your head to the to the side like you do in your warrior two, but it might be easier to keep it in the center. Whatever works best for you, whatever keeps you most stable and strong and secure. Both feet are well rooted. Both legs are good and strong. Land in your warrior two as you're ready. I'm going to do one more of my ujjayi breath. Use it to go to the other side. Whatever you want to do in the middle, or you can go straight to the other side. You decide. Be prepared. Start your arm movement as you're ready. sun rises, reaching up for the stars, reaching up for the sky, the sun, the moon. Other planets. Make your way to your sunsets as you're ready. Land up into your warrior two as you're ready. Notice I said land up. And come out of it as you're ready. Let's stay with the legs and the feet a little wide for a couple of breaths. If you need to bring them in a little bit closer, that's fine. And let's use our ujjayi breath to make our way into a half and then a forward fold. Now, if you'd like to bring your legs together to do this, you can. I'm going to keep mine wide. And as you're ready, lift up, swan dive down. Take your time making your way into, I said half. You can stop in half, but if you want, clearly I needed to go all the way down. I needed a little bit of release in my lower back. I'm careful to keep my feet and my legs good and strong. My knees are lifted but not locked. My hips are even. My spine is lengthening. My foundation is strengthening. All from that attention to detail and that ujjayi breath. You can always come up if you need to. If you're getting dizzy, come up to that half forward fold. I'm going to spend a few more breaths, really lengthening my spine, lifting my hips. Come up as you're ready. I'm going to stop off in the halfway point. You may as well, or perhaps you want to come all the way up. Use an inhale to lift and an exhale to come back down. Still keep that ujjayi breath employed. Couple more breaths. And then use that ujjayi breath to heel toe your feet back to a mountain position. And if you need a little bit of loosey-goosey work, any kind of movement, do so. And then as you're ready, build your mountain from those equally rooted feet, drawing that energy from the earth up through the legs, up through the torso, all the way out through the crown of the head, reaching for the stars. You're rooted in the earth, but you're reaching for the stars. Let's do some Star Wars ujjayi breath here. Is it changing your mountain? Has your mountain changed from that first mountain we did about 30 minutes ago? Are you feeling stronger and steadier, yet more easygoing? Obi-Wan qualities there. Strength and courage, but cool as a cucumber. A little bit of softness. Definitely no hard edges to that character. I'm drawing from a fictional character, I realize that, but there are lots of Obi-Wans in real life, aren't there? And as you're ready, let's bring our hands in front of our hearts and take a few breaths with the hands in front of the heart. Engage that ujjayi breath here. Does it make that action a little bit more emphatic and meaningful to you? And then start to soften your breathing back to normal breathing. And as you're ready, we'll bow forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice today. May the force be with you throughout the day. Your force is your breath, whether it's ujjayi breath or normal breath. So pay attention to your breathing today. Pay attention to your force within you and see if that can carry you through these very difficult times, very challenging times. And see if that can help you find a little bit more of a peaceful self so that you are in a sense of harmony with those around you, that you're not lashing out, picking out on people, being good and cool, Obi-Wan. So thank you so very much. I think Joan had a tough time getting together. I don't know, maybe you're here, Joan. If you're here, happy birthday. If you're not here, I know you'll go and see this recording later. So happy birthday, Joni, and happy birthday to anybody else who has the good fortune to have May the 4th as their birthday. And hope to see you again next week. Thank you so very much, Jennifer Eubank, and thank you to Sun and Moon Yoga Studio for having us. We're here each weekday morning from 10 to 10:30. May the force be with you. Get your lightsabers out. Thank you so much. Have a great day, all.